On the evening before oral arguments were to be held at the United States Supreme Court on the two same-sex marriage cases, an estimated 3,000 people gathered in the Castro district of San Francisco to march towards City Hall calling for the end of California's Proposition 8 and the Defense of Marriage Act. Proposition 8 is the ballot initiative passed in 2008 with 52% of the vote that banned same-sex marriage, and the Defense of Marriage Act is a federal law passed by Congress and signed by President Bill Clinton in 1996 that prohibits the federal government from recognizing same-sex marriage. At the steps of City Hall, several speakers addressed the crowd. One of them was Pastor Karen Oliveto of Glide Memorial Church.
Martin Luther King Jr. said that the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. And you know what? We are seeing that bending before our very eyes. And it's been because of you. You haven't given up. You haven't stopped loving. You haven't stopped demanding a place at the table. Yes. Give yourselves a hand. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, the Supreme Court will begin to hear the arguments about Prop 8 and about DOMA, and in spite of what all our opponents are saying, this country is more than ready to embrace marriage equality. Yes. Today, more than 50% of Americans believe same-sex couples should have a legal right to marry. When Loving versus Virginia happened, only 20% of Americans believed that interracial couples had the right to marry. Come on now. Yet bigotry and racism didn't bear the test of the U.S. Constitution. And the Supreme Court's decision broke open a new era of equality and justice. So as the sun sets in San Francisco, so may it set on bigotry throughout our land. Yes! May it set on religious bigotry that dares to say that some children of God are more equal than others. That's right. That's right. May it set on political bigotry that dares to defame our democracy. May it set on homophobia. Yeah. May it set on all the lies. May it set on all the hate. Yes. Yes. And tomorrow when the sun rises, as the Supreme Court gather to hear testimony, may it start a new day of love, of justice, of equality. May it be the beginning of a new era in our country when loving couples may say, I do, no matter what their color, no matter what their sexual orientation. May it mark a day of greater hope, greater joy, greater love throughout our land, and may it be a day when we once again commit ourselves to the work of justice on behalf of our brothers and sisters, our immigrant brothers and sisters, our trans brothers and sisters, our poor brothers and sisters. We are not turning back. We are going to stand on the side of love. Amen.
YouTube sensation and 12-year-old Daniel Martinez-Leffew read his personal letter to Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts.
Dear Justice Roberts, my name is Daniel Martinez-Leffew. I'm 12 years old and I live in Northern California. I have a younger sister named Selena, and we were adopted by two dads. We were adopted when I was 5 and my sister was about 12 months old. When I was in foster care, I was told I was considered unadoptable because of my golden heart syndrome. That is a genetic disorder that affects the whole left side of my body. I lost my little brother Emilio because some people wanted to adopt him, but they weren't willing to adopt me because of my medical conditions. Lucky for me, that's when my two dads came along. I recently found out that you yourself adopted two kids, a boy and a girl, kind of like me and my sister. Family means a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
But some people believe that you have to have the same blood to be considered a family. You and I both know that family goes deeper than blood. I was lucky to be adopted by two guys I can both call dad. They give me and my sister so much love. My dad, Jay, works at San Francisco as a deputy sheriff, and my dad, Brian, stays at home and takes care of me and my sister. My dad's really encouraged me to excel in life. Since I want to be a cook when I grow up, they're letting me take cooking classes. My parents want me to improve, whether it's my schoolwork or my social life. I know you have a tough decision to make with the gay marriage issue, but my family is just as valuable and worthwhile as any other. It's especially tough for you because I know you don't necessarily believe in gay marriage religiously, but lucky for us, you also don't believe in taking away a right, even from people like us. My family and I have spent the last 4 years making YouTube videos to show people who don't understand that our family is like any other. If Prop 8 is allowed to stand, imagine the pain we would feel knowing that our family is not considered equal to everyone else. I guess to end this, it is important that all families are protected and valued. In our country, we may not all be the same, but we are all Americans and deserve an equal chance at bettering our lives. I hope you make the right decision in the end. Sincerely, Daniel.
We've been waiting to get married since 2008. We've been together 8 years, but we would have gotten married if not for Prop 8. That prevented our marriage, and so we're waiting eagerly for the results of the trial.
It's so important that on the eve of this historic time of deliberation by the Supreme Court, that we come together. We've reached a tipping point in the American culture, and to show these marches across America to show that there is such solidarity, such forward momentum around marriage equality, it is essential that we were out tonight.
We've been a couple for 8 years. We moved to California in the middle of 2008 while marriage was still happening, and we thought if straight people can get married at their weddings, combine the legal event with the social event, it would be fair for us to do the same. So we waited, thinking that the voters in California would do the right thing and keep marriage legal. And we were wrong. So we're hoping that now the Supreme Court will do the right thing and make marriage legal again.
Members of the clergy were here tonight because so often religion has gay bashed, has pushed back the marriage equality movement, and we're here to say that there's as much diversity in religious traditions around marriage equality as there are in the American population in general. It's important that we be here as clergy who are supportive, because we need to show our commitment to the many forms that love takes, our commitment to marriage equality, our commitment to raise up gay and lesbian, bisexual, transgender people in ways that are affirming and life-giving.
Regardless of how this is decided, this is a major milestone for LGBT rights, for the struggle, and the struggle will go on after this because transgender rights won't be settled, and there will be other things to fight for. And so the community needs to stay strong, stay together, and keep on fighting.
I think it'll be a tremendous cultural shift in America. I think, when you consider Stonewall, late 60s, the tremendous strides the LGBTQ community has made, it's amazing. And to see the impact I have no doubt it will make on young people, on suicide, lessening bullying, to allow young people to grow into the people they were meant to be, healthy, happy, and loving.
And I think the Prop 8 course is really important, but I think the DOMA case is way, way more important. So that'll define how marriage is protected by the federal government. and that can set the tone for whatever happens with the Prop 8 case. If DOMA comes down, things are different for everyone everywhere.
In San Francisco, this is Raymond Donald Hong for Outlook Video.
Join us next month for our annual sneak preview of Frameline 37, the San Francisco International LGBT Film Festival. To find out all of our segments from the past several years of Outlook Video, point your web browser to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/OutlookVideo and click on the subscribe button to get future notification of all our new segments as we post them.
And you can friend us on Facebook at facebook.com/OutlookVideo. Outlook Video is made possible by support from viewers like you and talented volunteers behind the camera. We close with more scenes from the Marriage Equality March in San Francisco. From all of us here on Outlook Video, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next month. Bye for now.
See you next month.
We'll just start with a little quiet. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall